Assalamu alaikum my dear students. This is Faiza Ali. Please like my video and subscribe my channel. We are studying chapter number 1 Basics of Information Technology. Welcome to my next presentation. Till now we have studied information technology, modern scenario, hardware and software. In this lecture we will study input devices, in which we will cover keyboard, pointing devices and source data entry devices. Input devices. These devices enter data into the computer system directly or indirectly. Few of the devices are shown in the picture. Generally, there are three types of input devices. Number 1, keyboard, and the next is pointing devices, and in the last, source data entry devices. Now we will discuss all the input devices one by one. The first one is keyboard. Keyboard looks like a typewriter pad where number of keys are present and you can use all these keys as per your requirement. We have a 1022 to 104 keys, but the shown picture is of the simple keyboard. Now I am replacing this simple keyboard with the extended keyboard which have 104 keys. This keyboard is also called standard keyboard because its 6 keys of the first letters are QWERTY, which have been standardized nowadays for the entire world for the keyboards. Next is function keys. These keys are used to give certain commands to the computer. For example, if we press F5, then the system refresh its softwares. And the next is numeric keys. These keys are used to enter the numbers in the document or sheet as per the requirement. The next is cursor keys. These keys are used to control the cursor movements on the screen. The next is window function keys. These keys are used to perform the window functions as per the requirement. Let's elaborate the functions or working of the sum of the keys. At first, escape key. Escape key is used to stop or end the program. So when we are going to stop any program, we will press escape. For example, when we play a game and we want to stop our game, we just press on the escape key. The next is tab key. Tab key is used to go 8 spaces ago. So whenever we press the tab key, our cursor automatically moves to the 8 spaces ago. The next is caps lock. Caps locks mean capital letters. Now after pressing the caps lock key, we can write with the capital letters on our document. Control and Alt key. These keys are not perform functions individually. These keys always work with the combination of other keys to perform certain tasks. The next is Enter key. Enter key is used to go to the next line. By pressing the Enter key, we automatically shift our cursor to the next paragraph. And we have in the last a backspace key, which is used to delete a character to the left side. So the unnecessary words can be removed. So this is the basically keyboard that we use to enter data into our computer system to perform certain tasks. The next input devices are pointing devices. These devices control the position of the cursor or pointer on the screen. Few of the pointing devices are also shown in the picture. Let's discuss few pointing devices. For example, mouse, trackball, pointing stick, touchpad, touch screen, light pen, graphic tablet, and in the last, pen-based system. Mouse. Please see each side of the mouse carefully. Now we will discuss few functions of the mouse. The first is right click. This click is used to invoke the command, which means the function performs abruptly For example, if I want to open a folder, I'll just press the right click twice to open the file. The next is left click. Left click means it shows the menu and you can select the required action to perform. And the next is scrolling and rolling ball. This ball is used to move page upward and downward. This is the basic function of the mouse that we point on the screen and we can take a lot of work from mouse. Next pointing device is trackball. Trackball is like a movable ball on top of the stationary device that is rotated with fingers or palm of the hand. It is used to enter motion data into the computers or any other electronic devices. We can rotate this ball in any direction. So through the trackball we can handle the GPS movements. The next is pointing stick. Pointing stick is look like a pencil eraser. This is the extended button in the keyboard between G, H and B keys. We move the pointing stick with our forefinger while using the thumb to press buttons located in front of the spacebar. In the diagram, the red key is the pointing stick. When we press this key, we can control the cursor position on the screen as we want. The next is joystick. Joystick is also a pointing device that consists of a vertical handle, like a gear shift, lever mounted on the base with 1 or 2 buttons. It is basically used in video games. So through the joystick, we can control the characters of the game on the screen easily. The next pointing device is touchpad. Touchpad is a small flat surface area over which we slide our finger using the same movement on the screen as we do with the mouse. You can also see in the diagram also. The next we will discuss is touch screen. Touch screen is a video display screen that is sensitized to receive input from simply touching our fingers onto it. In the short clip, you can also note that we can handle data with our fingers now. Next one is light pen. Light pen is a light sensitized stylus that we use on the screen and connected with the system. The light pen is handled through the system. You can see in the diagram, it has a light which we use on the board to rotate our objects. And the next is graphic tablet. Graphic tablet is consist of a tablet and connected with a stylus or puck. You can see in that short clip that we can now draw pictures on the screen through stylus. Stylus is like a pen through which user draw images and sketches. And the next is puck. Puck is a copying device with which user copies pictures, images and use as per the requirement. In the last, we have a pen-based system. For the pen-based system, please watch a short clip. In the clip, you can see that images are moving on the instruction of the stylus because stylus is connected with the system. Now let's study pen-based. In pen-based system, students, people use stylus to enter data into the computer. There is no need to note the class lectures. Student can get material directly. Therefore, student must concentrate on lecture listening only. As you can see in the diagram, the teacher is drawing a picture that students can get directly into their systems. The last input hardware devices are source data entry devices. These devices are used for direct data entry to the computer system. These devices are also known as scanning devices. The number one is barcode reader. Next is MICR, OMR, OCR, magnetic strip card, and smart card. All these devices are included in mark and character recognition devices in which we directly identify the data. The next is fax machine, imaging system, and in the last, audio video input devices will be discussed, in which audio input devices, video input devices, and digital camera will be explained. Barcode reader. Barcode reader is a machine which reads the vertical zebra strip marks we find on most of the manufactured products in the market. This barcode system is also called Universal Product Code. These are read by barcode readers. So by using barcode reader, we can check in the system the remaining stock. The next is MICR. MICR stands for Magnetic Ink Character Recognition. Basically, this machine reads characters made of magnetized particles. MICR characters which are printed with magnetized ink are read by MICR equipment. In the short clip, you can see that a magnetized document is entered in the system and machine reads the information. The next device is OMR. OMR stands for Optical Mark Recognition. OMR uses a light beam to scan input data to convert it into electrical digital signals, which are then sent to the computer for processing. The most well-known example is the OMR used to read papers. As in the short clip you can see, the OMR machine is reading the passport and the passport information is shown on the computer system. The next device is OCR. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. This device is used to read the pre-printed characters in a particular font and converts them to digital code. The common example are some utility bills and price tags. In the diagram you can see that a machine, that is OCR machine, is reading the price tags and converting that information into digital format to get required information and use accordingly. Magnetic strip card. Magnetic strip card has a strip of magnetically encoded data on its back. They are used for personal identification during driving, in the stores, at public places. This is the magnetic card. On the back side, code is written with the magnetic ink. And this is the machine which is known as magnetic strip reader machine. This machine reads the magnetic ink which is written on this card and we can get the required information easily. The next is smart card. Smart card looks like a credit card, but a microprocessor and memory chip have been added additionally. When inserted into reader, it exchanges data. This is the machine which is known as smart card reader machine, and this is the card which is known as smart card. When we enter this card into this machine, we can exchange our information. Therefore, we can swipe this card anywhere and we can do shopping, and if we want to buy anything, we can buy easily. Fax machine. Fax machine is also known as facsimile, and facsimile transmission machine scans an image and sends it as electrical signals over telephone lines to a receiving fax machine, which recreates the image on paper. As you can see in the diagram, a page is inserted into the fax machine. Machine reads the information and sends that information to the other organization, and the other organization can receive the required information easily and can use accordingly. The next is imaging system. Imaging system is also known as graphic scanner. It converts text, drawings and photographs into digital form and stores it to the computer system for further processing. As you can see that we can also draw any sort of 3D, 4D images in the computer system by using different softwares. And this is the machine through which we copy the data and send to the computer system to use for future use. The next one is audio input devices. The first is audio input devices. An audio input devices records analog sound and translate it into digital form to store and process. The basic use of this device is to provide digital input for multimedia computers. Through this device, we can communicate to one another, and our data converts into digital form and then convert into analog form, so we can communicate easily to one another. The next is video input devices. Films and video images from VCR or COM recorder are converted to digital form with the help of a special digitizing card called video capture card. Through this card, we can capture the video and we can record the live sessions easily. Through this device, we can record audio also. So video input devices not only record our visual transmissions but also record our voices. Video adapter card has two types. The one is frame grabber video card, which records single characters. For example, we take pictures and we save it as a image. The next is full motion video card. This card records the whole session easily and it has the more capacity than the frame grabber video card. Digital camera is the large source data entry device that we will discuss today. Digital camera provides highly qualitative images. In the digital camera, a light-sensitive processor chip is used to capture photographic image in digital form on a small compact disc that is inserted in the camera or on a flash memory chips, as you can see in the picture. Now I'll show you another picture where you can see that the person is taking pictures from different angles. That pictures we can store and use in future and for the memory of the event. Summary of the lecture. Today we have studied input devices in detail. At the start we have studied keyboard, where different functions of the keyboard are discussed in detail. Then we studied pointing devices. Different pointing devices and their functions are also discussed in detail. In the last, we have discussed source data entry devices, through which we can enter data directly into our computer system. Few of the input devices are shown in the picture that we have discussed today in detail. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please click on the like button. And if you want to get more lectures, please subscribe my channel.